Hi, I'm Rita Cook with ECP-TV,
And I'm Tommy Scott.
and we are sitting here with Mr. James Hartman, the Ferris ISD School Superintendent, and congratulations on going from a D to a B with the TEA rating.
Well, thank you, Rita. We appreciate that.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about what that's all about, because I know you had some discrepancy about the way they graded you last year.
Well, excuse me, we do have some contentions with the overall system of accountability, and our belief is that it is somewhat punitive toward students that are coming from impoverished households or those that are of limited English-speaking ability. And as you are well aware, Ferris ISD has a very large population of students whose primary language is Spanish. And if we think of it in the context of trying to reach a level or a bar, those that are having to learn English before they can then learn the basics of reading, writing, and arithmetic have an additional hurdle to go over. And so we have I think some real challenges and some grievances, I guess, against against the accountability system because of that.
Okay. Were you guys, how many years were you a D? Were you just a D that last year?
Correct. Last year was really the very first year of the letter grade system. Prior to that, there was a different label placed on school districts, but yes, ma'am, last year was the very first year of that.
Okay, and I know you said that you guys were going to just work around the challenges that were required of you. What
Correct.
does that mean?
So I think what it did do, I guess the positive is that it caused us to really focus in on the things that we control.
Okay.
And we don't control the accountability system. That's something that's set by the legislature.
Right.
So
Sure.
We're at their mercy in that regard. But what we did was to focus on individual student growth. So we looked at every one of our students, those that are Spanish speaking, those that are English speaking, and said, what can we do individually to grow them? They're coming with challenges, and they may not meet a passing standard as set by the state, but what we can do is try to grow them at least a year's worth of academic growth during the school year. And that was a great focus of ours, and I think it paid dividends. I think the other thing that we did that was of great value to us was to focus on the college, career, and military readiness component.
Okay.
And that is more specifically targeting the high school. We felt like that last year we had some data that we just didn't do a very good job of tracking. That we were doing a better job with our kids, making them college ready and career ready and military ready. But what we reported to the state, we didn't have the data to substantiate it. So this year we made sure that we were tracking the quality of that data along the way.
Okay.
And so when we got to the end of the year for reporting, we were confident that we had good, valid data that backed up the things we were doing with kids. So.
Okay. The whole idea of the military training, that I've never heard of that before. Is that something new?
Well, yeah, right. So the legislature is placing the burden upon school districts, public school districts, which is where it should be, to prepare kids for whatever comes next. And so for our students, not just in Ferris, but in all public schools graduating across the state, we want them to be either ready to go into the workforce, able to learn new skills and put them to work to earn a living, or we want them ready to go to college or community college or university, or we want them to be able to go to the military and learn a skill and get an education and be able to serve our country. And that's what the legislature has kind of created, a three-prong set of expectations, and it's called college, career, and military readiness.
Okay.
Because most schools, they have ROTC.
I don't know that most do. There are some that do. Yes. That's actually become more challenging to have an ROTC program than it used to be because of additional requirements that have been placed on it. But yes, sir, there are some schools around that still do have ROTC programs.
Yeah, because I had a grandson. I got a grandson, and he was in ROTC in Mesquite. And when he came out and he went into the military, after he was in there, I think he was something like, he wasn't like a private.
Correct.
Because he was up higher.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they go in there and it's like having 2 years of college.
Oh.
So yeah, it's really nice. It'd be nice if we had that here too. It would help some of the kids prepare for the military. Yeah, ROTC.
Are you going to do something with
Well,
that?
I will say we have had conversations. Mrs. Kathy Pettis, who is the high school college and career counselor, has kind of relayed some groundwork to see what it would take to start an ROTC program here. And so we're using this school year as a year to try to see if we can put that in place. It does require a retired military officer to be the instructor of that program. So that's part of our challenge, is to find one that's willing to do that. But yes, ma'am, we are absolutely, and sir, we're definitely willing to do whatever we need to do to provide opportunities for our kids to be successful.
Well, I spoke with the coach
Yes,
And he
sir.
was telling me they trying to start a program with the sixth graders, preparing them, getting them ready for high school, where they'll be able to, their academics and test scores and stuff will be up. He said they were working toward that because a lot of kids come out. They might be good athletes, but maybe they're not as sharp as they should be to pass those tests to get in colleges. So I remember talking to him about them starting the kids out in sixth grade, trying to get the parents and everybody to work with them, keep the grades up. Well, when the kids do, if you are a good football player, basketball player, when you go to college, you'll be able to sustain in those courses when you get there.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
We have established some leadership classes at the junior high that are aimed at that very thing. They're aimed at good decision making,
Yes.
good study habits, and they're focused on all students, not just athletes, although
Yep.
athletes typically are those that are most visible.
Visible.
But absolutely, we want our kids to be ready to make those good decisions, good choices along the way, and
Great.
that helps them academically and in life. So.
Okay, we're being told it's time to wrap up, so I can't ask you my other question, but okay. Well,
Too bad. Oh, no.
so I can. I guess I can. Actually,
Okay.
I wanted to say that congratulations on the ISD police, because we were just talking about it. I didn't know about this before, but you guys got the something. I keep forgetting. Tell me what it is.
Absolutely.
Tell me what it is.
Yes, ma'am. So our police department and safety and security overall in Ferris ISD was judged to be the best in Alice County, and so we're
That's
very
amazing.
proud of that. Our charge obviously is to educate kids every day, and that's what
Right.
we're here to do. But I think our first task is to make sure that they're safe.
Keep them safe, right?
And, in the environment in which we live, we believe we're doing everything we can to do that each and every day for all of our kiddos.
That's so
Great.
true.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good thing.
Well, thank you, Mr. Hartman. Appreciate you coming on.
Thanks a lot.
I'm Rita Cook,
I'm Tommy Scott.
and we are ECP.